Is the founder of Seresta Dance Company and the owner of Seresta Dance Studio. A gifted dancer, choreographer and teacher, she's used her talent to promote and enrich the world of dance. She's just moved her company and school into new premises. Now what I wanted to ask you is, for instance, this is a new studio, right? You haven't had it long.
Just moved in 3 months ago.
And you did have, obviously, one before?
Yes, we had one in pneumonia for 17 years, last 17 years.
And I believe your company, Seresta, has been on the go for 20 years almost, is it?
20 years, it's going to be 20 years on the 28th of February. 20 years of Seresta. So we're having a birthday party.
Since 1998, Cristina has been fascinated with the study of the history and technique of the Argentinian tango. The results of this were 3 Seresta Dance Company productions: Barre, Café Concert, and Lifestyle. Her first group piece was performed with legendary musicians Paquito de Rivera and Dizzy Gillespie.
Third choreography. It was the first group choreography because I never thought I could choreograph for a group. I did a duet first, and then a solo, and then a group piece. I just put together a group piece, and I couldn't believe it. I did it, and because the music was so good. I heard Paquito, at the same time Paquito was with Dizzy Gillespie on a concert, and I met him and I said, he said, I'll come back, so if you want you can come and show me the piece and we can maybe do it with live music. And I jumped, so I did, and then we went there, and it was very hard to get through to the people. The Greek people wouldn't let me do it, but in the end we managed, so we did it with live music, and since then I decided to name the company Seresta, which means gathering of musicians, improvising, jamming, having a good time. And since we were having a good time too, Seresta was born.
Greece is notoriously difficult for having companies and managing to keep dancers around.
Oh my God.
How, I mean, do you
Tell me about it.
Do you get funding at the moment?
I did not get anything since 2004 from the government, from the Ministry of Culture. And I just have to do it by myself. If I find a sponsor, I'm lucky. If I don't, then I have to either borrow and then owe the money, get some friends to do a lot of things for free, and whatever I make from the workshops and the classes goes to the theatre. Because when it comes to the performance, you need much more than you imagine when it comes to the end of it. So, yeah, I don't know how I do this for 20 years, I tell you the truth. I don't know.
Seresta's new premises are on 2 floors and consist of 2 large studios, changing rooms, office space, and comfy, friendly lounging areas. Like many successful dancers, Cristina has attended numerous workshops with exceptional teachers all over the world, and she's giving Athenian students similar opportunities in her own studio. You've got a guest teacher here, David Drummond.
Yes, my favourite David.
Who's here?
And I'm very happy he's here.
David Drummond was in Athens to give a 10-day ballet seminar with Seresta Studios. David's an acclaimed ballet master and is a popular teacher in both the United States and Europe. Cristina studied with world-renowned teacher Maria Fay, with whom she took master ballet classes and acquired her unique floor bar technique while she was Maria's teaching assistant at the London Contemporary Dance Company and the Central School of Ballet in London. Many dancers owe their careers to the floor bar technique, as it can help rehabilitation from injuries, letting the dancer continue working to remain fit whilst injured. Cristina is the only person who's been granted permission by Maria Fey to teach and experiment with this specific technique.
I'm the one who started it a long time ago, because I had an injury. Maria taught it to me, and then I started teaching slowly in Amsterdam, mostly contemporary dancers, and then I started teaching amateurs. And since then, without even knowing, I just realized now, I started developing easier exercises for them, because it was very hard for them to do floor bar, a ballet bar, because it's very hard even for professionals. So until now I have developed easier exercises. I use more yoga, try to use a lot of breathing, try to make them understand the body, spine, stand straight. I do a lot of isometrics, a lot of stretching for them so that they get stronger as well. A lot of stomach exercises, a lot of back exercises. This is the main thing: stomach, back, the center of the body, and a lot of stretching, so that they feel, so they can be how can I say? They can feel it every day. They can feel it on everyday life, but they have to think that they stand up straight, not like this. So it becomes a part of their lives, so it makes it easier for them to do things.
Cristina is very grateful to Maria Fey for teaching her this technique.
And I want to thank her very much for this. I really appreciate that very, very much, and I want to take it all over the world and be able to help people with it so that it stays on and on and on.
Konstantinos Alevras takes care of the company's promotion and public relations, but he says this job is not always an easy one.
So many things organized in Greece, so we have to establish some things for going on. Happily, for abroad it's more easy. The things are easier, so we can a little bit promote their Seresta more easier than here.
Despite any difficulties, thanks to Cristina, Seresta has managed not only to survive, but to flourish. The company's performed in England, Holland, France and Japan.
It's a struggle, yeah.
But I would do it again, actually. If I was born again, I would have done the same thing again.
That's a great thing, actually, to say that.
Great things to be nuts. It's a great thing to be a nut. No, once you get to it and you get the people and the reaction, and the dancer is also very happy, and so am I.